Hello everyone, my name is Bjorn, and welcome back to Yakuza, Like a Dragon. And we're now going here and checking out Nanba's belongings on the
Hey.
Hobo Club. No place to bring a proper lady. Chief! Happened to Nanba.
Excuse me.
Well, he got himself into some trouble, so we'd like to take a look at his stuff. Just going to dig through your friend's stuff without his permission? It's our only hope of saving him. Don't get us wrong. I see. I won't stop you. Okay, so I'll just watch it. We'll leave as soon as we're done. Okay. I wonder what we'll find here. Wonder if there's any clues at all. But then again. Man, kinda nostalgic coming back. There it is. What is that smell? Some combination of sweat and mold.
Okay.
Yeah, it reeks it. Is there anything that might help us find where he is?
Hey.
Hey, what about in here? The box. There's a laptop. Huh. Laptop. Not exactly a common homeless commodity. I'd say that's right on the money. Really? How do you use this thing? What are you typing? I'm doing some searches that'll come through the whole hard drive. Searches? Yeah, the search gets a hit. We'll check out that file.
Hey.
Hit? Just shut up and watch, would you? I'm much a computer guy myself. Let's let her handle this one. Sasha, you know computers and stuff? Well, I did my club's book, so I learned enough. I'm finally earning some respect around here. Absolutely. Please be our sage and just fade it out. This one's suspicious. Agent incident draft version 2. Yeah, let's see what's in that one. Hey, you know how to use computers too? Well, I clearly know more than you. Traitor. Is this an article he was writing for a magazine? It says it was written by Shoichi Yakuza. Shoichi Yakuza, that's Nanba's brother. Yeah, mysterious fake money emerges an agent show. Truth behind the rumors. Okay, where the counterfeit bills, truth behind the rumors. Okay, yeah, let's repeat. Okay.
Yo.
Check it out. It says the rumors about the fake money started over 50 years ago. Billy did his homework on these old documents. Nanba's brother is pretty good.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, is this true? It says the fake money can be traced to the chair of the Citizens Liberal Party. That would be Ogi Kubo, right? He's at the top of the political party. Well, Yokohama is Ogi Kubo's district. It doesn't seem likely it will go all the way up to him. Age 78. It's long passed away, so there's probably like what? Grandson or son here. What's his name?
Okay.
He's almost 80 years old, making him the oldest member of the CLP. Or is this a present day? That's not 50 years ago. So people say the Prime Minister himself is just Ogikubu's yes man. He's got major political clout. Sounds like some kind of fixer. Sounds shady as hell to me. Actually, he's never been dragged into anything scandalous over his years. Unlike most of the big politicians. That's probably how he stuck around so long, to be honest. But theoretically, if the fake money is going to Ogi Kubo, does that mean he's linked to the Gomijul and the purple-haired harpy? But in that case, it won't just be the Gomijul. Zhao from the Leo Man would have to be in on it. He's the one providing the paper, right? Skimming this article, I don't think there's much of a smoking gun. So all this business about Ogi Kubo being involved is just unsubstantiated rumors.
Okay.
True, even if the article went out, it'd just be libelous. People would probably write it off as being gossip or tabloid nonsense. As for us, we actually know the fake money exists. Right, which means we have to assume there's some kernels of truth in this article. But even with that being said, isn't it kind of a stretch to connect Ogi Kubo to the counterfeiting?
I see.
Something just made sense. What then? Amba knew about his brother's article from the start of this whole thing. But when he saw the misprinted fake bill that I had on, he played dumb. But it must have made him jump. No doubt. That's probably when he realized his brother's story had some truth to it after all. And it was also probably his first sign of hope in a long time. That's gotta be why he latched onto me like he did. Damn it. Wish I could have noticed sooner. Didn't do anything wrong. So, the Gomejo boss still has your bill? Yeah, have to get it back from her next time we meet. You think he'll just hand it back to you? Let's focus, guys. The only thing we've learned here is Ogikubo's name. There's nothing here that will give us any hints about where Nanba went. We're meeting up with her at 2 a.m., right?
Yep.
We'll probably start heading to Heian Tower. You think the person she wants us to meet is Ogikubo himself? A politician? No way! Okay. Interesting. I am sensing that this Ogikubo fellow is gonna have an appearance. I'm guessing this is a Tojo quest. Yep, it is. Because those things just started popping up. Let's give him one. Wait, I don't have one? Huh. I thought I bought out almost everything. Oh well. Here. Heian Tower, huh? Pretty fancy spot. Think they'll treat us to If that was the case, you wouldn't even pass the dress code. Huh? Why? Besides, it says right on the door, no Yakuza or ex-Yakuza allowed.
For real?
Seriously? It was a joke, dummy. We're not here to eat regardless. Oh tease, I never got to come to these kind of places.
Listen.
What about me though? Will my clothes pass? I'd say you're in the same boat as Ichiban.
Hey!
As I was saying, we're not here to eat. Let's not. Shall we then? Okay, was that old man an attack, or that was just a random NPC that
Nobody's here.
got in front of that?
You sure this is the place?
Aw, are you scared? Don't be so wimpy. I thought you were a cop.
That was a long time ago. I'm a driving instructor now.
Dachi-san's just allergic to fancy restaurants, that's all. He's a man of basic tastes.
It's true. I only ever go to fast food joints.
Ugh, that's so gross.
Also true.
Right on time. But everyone's already inside, waiting for you.
Well, we weren't late, so you don't get an apology.
And I wasn't expecting one. I just thought I'd let you know. Of course, now you're making them wait further.
And who is them, by the way?
You'll see. Go in,
Who
please.
would these people?
There's no need to worry, Kasuga-san. You have the Jungihan guarantee that no harm will come to you here.
Hard to trust the guy who was pointing a gun at me just a few hours ago.
Ah, but now we are outside the bounds of the Great Wall of Muscle. That changes things.
Come in.
That was Songhui.
Here we go.
Who could it be? Who is it? Surprise? Who is it? Who is
Yo, Kasuga-kun. How you
all
doing?
three of them.
Zhao.
All three leaders. Of course, the Syria chairman. Okay.
Hey, what's up with the old guy?
Ah, yes, Aiko has
Watch
a
it. That's Ryuhei Hoshino, the Seiryu clan chairman.
What? But if he's here, then that would mean they're...
Yeah. The Eugene 3. All the leaders gathered in the same spot.
Kasuga, think you can tell us what the hell is going on here?
How could Kasuga answer that, Adachi? Hey, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I think we can do more for this episode. incredibly curious as to what's gonna happen here. Bleach black.
Please, step inside.
Okay.
Hey, aren't these three supposed to be fighting a war?
Supposed to be.
Kind of a weird place for us to meet, Chairman Hoshino. Especially considering the three of you look more like you're ready to have a tea party than tear each other's throats out.
Usually we meet only once a year, unless there's a need to share information face to face, as we must now.
Okay.
We always do what it takes to keep the Great Wall intact.
Your men are killing each other out there. You don't want to stop them?
Stop them? 2 of my youngest men were gunned down without mercy. Liumang Turf's been raided right up to the perimeter of their base. There's no stopping any of it now. At this point, whoever retreats first will have lost the war. I can't lay down my spear until that happens.
That's pretty much the same deal for me.
So then why are you two here? Gonna decide the war over a game of cards?
Not the worst idea.
What the fuck? People are dying! And
That
meanwhile,
guy's really
you
out
three
of
are just
whack.
hanging out playing nice? Think your men would approve? Do any of you even care what your own people think?
Kasuga, there's no need to throw fits about what you don't understand.
Do you know right now Captain Takabe is Xiao's prisoner?
Prisoner. We're treating him more like an uninvited guest. Honestly, I'd let him go if I had one good reason to. I just don't.
Yeah, they need to put up
That's
a
all.
front to
So
like.
you're going to sit here and do nothing? Just let the chips fall where they may?
They need to keep their
That's
image.
how it needs to be.
A bunch more pointless deaths is how it needs
Same as
to
how
be.
his like
They're
how he
not
was
pointless.
saved by.
Our men's willingness
Sorry,
to fight is
I
the
thought later.
entire reason we're able to serve as checks on each other. As long as the triangle remains balanced, it can hold firm against outside pressure. It's much like how Japan established separation of powers after the end of its dictatorship. It's not perfect, but it's the best solution we have. Do
Okay.
you see the logic there?
Oh boy, a post-war history lesson. What? That's what you're comparing it to, right?
Yes, because it's relevant. The post-war period is when the town's lines of power were drawn.
Huh?
The black market was born from the ashes of the war. It laid the foundation for modern-day Ijincho. Back then, the Seiryu clan was thriving. But in Chinatown, 2 rival Chinese gangs were competing for dominance.
Okay.
The winner of that fight prospers in Chinatown to this day. The gang that lost became the Yokohama Liuman.
Yeah.
They were driven out of Chinatown and into Ijincho. But the Seiryu clan wasn't about to take that kind of invasion lying down. For a time, the gutters practically ran with Liumang and Seiryu blood.
Then again, that would mean there's another
You're gonna
faction,
lecture until the bell rings,
right?
Professor?
The ones that are in China.
You want to understand what's going on? Then you need the history, you smartass.
If you want to understand the fake money, that is.
The Seiryu clan knows about that?
Yes. All the fake money printed by the Komi Jewel goes through me.
But doesn't that mean the Seiryu clan is the real puppet master behind all this?
How do you figure that?
Mabuchi started forging Chinese yuan, sure. But only because of the counterfeit yen. I think I'm starting to figure all this out. The Liumang brings in the paper. The Komi Jewel prints the bills. But then, the Seiryu clan keeps all the profit? Wait, are you all in this together?
Kasuga-kun, calm down. You're jumping to conclusions.
Because I'm pissed off right now.
Kind of sounds
First I'm
like that.
kidnapped, accused of being a Seiryu Yakuza, then blamed for being the spark that ignites a war, nearly killed over Nanba's thing. Now I'm here with the Ijin 3, who, by the way, don't even give a shit about the war! Tell me, why should I calm down?
He's got a point.
Yep. It's got a
And
point.
you with your damn Seiryu clan! You're the one getting the most out of this!
No. Because we're not the final destination of the fake yen. That will be Yutaka Ogikubo's pocket.
Yutaka Ogikubo. I saw his name in an article. He's some big shot in the Citizens Liberal Party.
All three of you are working together to support him politically?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Huh. Suddenly my history lesson seems relevant, doesn't it?
Fine, get on with it.
Ogikubo is the man who proposed making fake money in Ijincho. This was 60 years ago. He pitched the idea to the first Seiryu chairman and first Liumang boss.
Oh, he's the one who saw
A
it,
politician
the
suggested committing federal crime to a bunch of gangsters? For real?
Maybe it was before he was a
At the time,
politician.
Ogikubo was only a member of the city council.
Yeah.
But he saw the fights breaking out between the long-established Seiryu clan and the newly arrived Liumang. He understood it was, in essence, a turf war. Knowing that, he looked for solutions to stop the bloodshed, solutions that would save lives. And eventually, he managed to find an answer.
Fake money, of all things.
Industry. Which in this case is, yes, fake money. Ogikubo split the roles up evenly.
Because if one falls down, the
That
entire
way,
thing
both
goes to shit.
organizations would have a common goal. The Liumang would import special paper.
If
the
one of
Seiryu
them
clan would
is
print
gone,
and
then all
transport
their
the
money is gone too.
How did Ogikubo know the counterfeiting process?
He didn't at first. But since he had faith in his plan and a desire for peace, he used every single connection he had to collect the raw materials, plus the recipe. Counterfeiting wasn't that difficult back then. Currency didn't have all the security features it has now.
It's only gotten harder over the years.
But anyway, after the first batch was printed, Ogikubo used it to bribe the cops.
The cops? Not the Seiryu clan or the Liumang?
There would have been no point in paying off those two. That conflict goes deeper. Ogikubo understood that.
Okay, but why give it to the police?
He wanted to control them, of course. And in the blink of an eye, they became his loyal servants. That ought to surprise no one, given how corruptible law enforcement tends to be. Anyway, Ogikubo had his new minions in uniform crack down on one certain region of Ijincho.
Well, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Yeah, he was making the city safer, right?
Now, that was just a side effect of what he really wanted. To squash every attempt by the Seiryu to drive out the Liumang. All police resources were dedicated to that one goal. It created a tiny pocket of Ijincho that was essentially violence-free.
Well, I bet that worked out great for the Liumang.
Oh, and you're the sharp one, I take it. Yes. That zone became the Liumang's home. So there it was. A place controlled by a criminal organization, but with low crime. The first gray zone.
Ray.
And the Seiryu clan just accepted that. Why would they give up their territory and all its income streams like that?
Because they were getting continuous payouts from the counterfeiting operation. And that wasn't the only thing. Anytime one of us did something that normally would have landed us in hot water, Ogikubo would contain it. He kept it off police reports. That kept us from losing men to the law. So there were plenty of benefits for us. All while we kept our honor.
This Ogikubo's a pretty shrewd guy.
Got all of you in his hands.
He just used some old tricks every politician knows.
Perhaps. But do you understand now how we benefit from him?
Yeah, I get it.
And my people reap those benefits also. In the 80s, the Komi Jewel was saved by the Ijincho Gray Zone.
How?
Our parent organization was the Jingon Mafia, which formed decades ago in Korea.
I know that.
Even only a few years ago, he was a body double for their leader. But every time the Jingon Mafia got crushed, some of its people would drift to Ijincho. My mother was one of those. I was young when she
That's
brought
why
me
he
here.
looks like him. He's a body double.
Ijincho was a breath of fresh air after living so long under their ridiculous code. More and more people heard about the relief we found here, so more came. But then our safety was threatened by something else. As our numbers grew, So did our clashes with the Yokohama Liumang.
You started fighting them?
Not outright. Ogikubo stepped in. Right before a real
Everyone's
war
fighting the
erupted.
Liumang over
He
here.
brought us a proposal. That we take over the Seiryu's counterfeiting business. It was an offer of steady income and safe territory. How could we refuse? In return, we would perform the surveillance necessary to contain the secret. That's how we started to build a system that now monitors every inch of Ijincho. It became our way to contribute to the smooth running of Ijincho, alongside the Seiryu and Liumang.
So that's the origin story behind the Ijin 3.
Ever since, we've all supported Ogikubo, and he supported us in kind. He used the huge streams of money from us to secure his seat at the helm of the Citizens' Liberal Party. Now, no one in the cabinet can speak against him.
After masterminding a way to bring peace to the city, he moved up in the world. Well, there are worse ways to climb the ladder, but I can't condone it. It's still a cover-up.
Really?
So you would say even perfect results don't matter if the methods are flawed? What about the police themselves? What about their alliance with all the Yakuza which grew from the scorched earth of post-war Japan? Light and dark joined hands to rebuild, and that's how we got where we are today. You can't deny the ends justify the means.
Well,
What does it even matter what happened? Who cares about that stuff right now? It's all in Ijincho's past. What we gotta think about is its future. So why'd you call us here? What do you want?
What's Agent Tree gonna do with us and now?
Your friend Nanba-kun, during his search for his brother, spied on us and invaded our privacy. I assume he began with the fake bills because that was his brother's subject of investigation. But he was reckless, digging through Komi Jewel affairs like a rabid raccoon. Right from the start, he's refused to show any respect to the Ijin 3. Now he's seen the counterfeiting for himself, and we have no idea where he is.
We must ensure his permanent silence.
Why are you telling us this? You looking to make a deal for his life or something?
A deal? Kasuga, under most circumstances, all your lives would be forfeit. But I have some idea of how this fake bill ended up in your pocket.
Oh?
What?
Huh?
You do?
Out of respect for this person, I will look the other way.
But who the hell was it?
If you really want to know, you'll have to bring Nanba to me. Personally.
We can't do that to Nanchan.
Sure is tempting.
Kasuga,
But I'll pass. Nothing I need to know so bad that I'd sell out a friend. So we done here?
You do realize, if word gets out about the counterfeiting, the Great Wall will crumble. And that means the end of the Gray Zone.
Yeah, that would suck. For you.
Look, the Great Wall keeps the peace with less than honorable means, sure. But it provides a safe haven for desperate souls with nowhere left to turn.
Yeah, man, I get all that.
Well, here's what you don't get, you moron. When we say no one gets in, that includes the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance. So see, if we're talking about people who owe their lives to the Gray Zone, you're one of them, Kasuga-kun.
What?
After you were shot, the only reason the Omi didn't finish you off is because you were inside the zone.
What are you trying to say? That I owe something to
How
the
did he get
city?
here in the first place?
Go ahead and act like you're above it all. But you've benefited from our operation as much as any of us.
Fine. Still doesn't mean I'm gonna sell out a friend.
Before you insist on that, I have something important to say.
Yeah, what?
We already have assassins hunting Nanba.
What the hell? Who's assassins?
Mine. Somebody had to step up.
That's stepping up in your book? Hunting an innocent man?
Unlike you, Kasuga, I don't turn down attractive offers. But don't worry. I told my guys to make it painless. But, my men have gotten a little rough lately.
You son of a bitch! Call him off!
No can do. I think one death for the sake of the whole city
It's not
is
surprising
worth
it's
the
this
price.
guy.
What do you say to
Makes
our
that
offer
better.
now? If you refuse, Nanba will die.
But aren't you gonna kill him all the same if we bring him to you?
Instead of worrying about that, worry about getting to him first. Your clock's ticking.
Hey, we don't even know where to look.
I may have an idea.
You do?
Well, there you go. So, Kasuga, given all this, what will you do?
I mean, guess I'm rescuing Nanba from your stupid assassins.
Yes, we are. Oof. I guess this is the right time to end the episode right here. Looks like we'll be chasing some assassins that are after Nanba. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Yakuza Like a Dragon. And please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be seeing you on the next video. Bye!